know that many of you taking this class and watching this video are currently enrolled in college, but I also know that many of you are like me, still in high school and just getting ready to choose your next great adventure, college. I know that when I started looking at my college options, I was struck by one thing, and I'm sure that everyone that has ever looked at any college in the United States has thought these same exact things, like, wow, that's a big number. They want me to pay that for the next 4 years? Why is the cost of college so expensive? In today's day and age, a college education is needed to make it in the big world. But the cost has a big impact on the students looking to attend college. Although I am not a college administrator, I feel that through my research I am qualified to tell you all about this topic, its causes, and a solution to help combat the rising cost of colleges. Today I'll be telling you about the rising cost of colleges, the cause, and the solution. Well, I'm not trying to be cliche, but in this case it's true. If there's a problem in our society, we look to the government to blame. Now I only say this because one of the reasons colleges have raised their prices is because the government has been giving the colleges money. As you all know, the higher educational system is extremely overpriced. I found in an article in Rolling Stones magazine titled "The Great College Ripoff" that for-profit colleges charge 4 times as much as what a community college does for the same degree. Later in that same article, Tim Dickinson states that for-profit colleges depend on taxpayers for 68% of their total revenue and receive more than $30 billion a year in federal tuition grants and student loans. The following visual aid was found on YouTube. Mr. Peter Schiff is a well-known businessman, a financial commentator. I chose this video due to its credibility and relevance to my topic.
But what, you can earn that as a leader over the summer, as a teenager or 20-year-old. Why is it that it's so expensive? It's because of all the government loans that didn't exist. So what happens is, there is no free market forces keeping college tuitions down. And why aren't college tuitions dropping like cell phones or plasma TVs? Why is it more expensive to educate children today than it was 10 years ago? Well, it shouldn't be. With all the technology, it should be cheaper to educate children. Well, because the government is there. And the universities and the colleges know that they can continue to raise their tuitions, and they can be as inefficient as they want, and as bloated as they want, because it doesn't matter what the tuitions are, the kids are going to get the money from the government, or they're going to be able to borrow money because the government is guaranteeing the debt.
The rising cost of a college education is not solely due to the government money given to the universities, but also to the possible carelessly spending of the universities. The cost of living has been rising substantially over the past few years. But do we really need to live so extravagantly in our college years? In an article from the Wall Street Journal, Robert Howell, a professor of business administration, argues that college students arrive to hotel-like dormitories, dining halls that are much too fancy and have way too many options, classrooms and lecture halls that are huge and spacious, and athletic and extracurricular activity departments that are almost professional. Robert Howell also points out that there has been a big influx of supporting staff at these universities, while the current staff have been lightening their workload, costing the universities money. Money is spent in many different ways in the universities. For example, at the University of Pennsylvania, more than $18 million is spent on campus security each year, which is a necessary cost. But more than $12 million is spent in the athletic department. While researching, I found that much of the extra money from tuition is funneled into one department, athletics. In an article from FoxNews.com, I found a shocking statistic verifying my earlier statement. The annual spending reports of public universities show that the amount of money spent in the athletic department is 6 to 12 times the amount spent in the academic department. Now, although some of these costs are necessary, do we really need to overspend this greatly? The government is responsible for subsidizing the colleges to help create a better higher educational system, but the colleges need to step up and start taking a bigger role in controlling the spending of the colleges. Now, it would be simple for me to stand up here in front of you all and say that we do not have a solution to this problem, but this is not the case. The solution is already in place and is helping people today. The solution to this problem is work-study jobs through your university. These jobs help students continue their studies while bringing home a paycheck. The higher educational system is extremely overpriced due to the government funding colleges and the lack of money consciousness by the university. But the problem has a solution: work-study jobs. The solution is already in place and is helping people today. In today's day and age, a college education is needed to make it in the big world. But the rising costs of college can have a big impact on students looking to attend college. So for those of you, like me, still in high school and looking to start college in the next year or so, look for a work-study job through your university. Let me just show you guys.